Awaken to play. Hopefully things are going well for you guys. As for me, welcome to the Gamerman's Lounge. I am Lord Gamerman of this lounge here with Waifus of Gaming. That's right, we got a Waifus of Gaming episode, and we're going to be talking about someone who happens to be named Mavuika. Now, Mavuika, introduced in 2024 when she made her debut in Genshin Impact, at the same time when Natlan made debut as a brand new location, actually a new nation in Genshin Impact in the world of Teyvat. Okay, however, Mavuika was not going to be able to be a playable character until 2025. I don't know why I said it like that. 2025. Pardon me. Anyway, when she made her debut as a playable character, she is the Pyro Archon looking over Natlan. That is, of course, the thing. So, when you have an Archon as a playable character, which is inevitable, of course, it's gonna go wild. But here's the situation here. When Mavuika got her own banner, it was in the same phase as Citlali getting her own banner as a playable character. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, Hoyoverse. What were you thinking? But let's get right on going. Yes, Mavuika is the Pyro Archon looking over Natlan. But she is the now Pyro Archon looking over Natlan, as she is tasked to protect the people and the land of Natlan. As a matter of fact, she wants to do a really, really good job at it because she is really determined. Not only that, she is highly empathetic of her citizens and is actually understanding of the people of Natlan. It's very interesting to say the least. I will go ahead and say that. However, when it comes to people saying, oh, Natlan's the nation of war, I should be walking into a wasteland or something similar, am I right? Actually, you kind of walk into Natlan and everything's looking nice and put together. That's because it's probably Mavuika's leadership, if you want my honest opinion here. You see, Mavuika's determination to ensure things go smooth in Natlan and everybody is safe and happy, she'll be willing to do anything. Willing to do anything. And this is where the context of how Natlan becomes the nation of war. They would often throw hands with the Abyss because the Abyss would go into Natlan and would start trashing the damn place. Now, because of this, Mavuika, and the same thing can be said to Natlan's people, they're basically like, oh, hell nah, what the fuck? And then what ends up happening here is that they want to fight back and they just end up throwing hands, and that's what happened. But Mavuika, on the other hand, she's determined, she is willing, she will do anything. She's actually selfless at the end of the day and willing to sacrifice her life. By the way, no, that didn't happen. Don't worry, calm down. But something else did happen. Just go play the story to find out. And in a nutshell, Mavuika is very determined, ambitious, very optimistic, and basically willing to do anything. Also, she is understanding of others and can get along very well with others. Hell, the Traveler got along with the Pyro Archon so easily. Like, holy crap, she is easy to get along with at the end of the day. And she's fun to be around with because she can do some crazy stuff. We'll talk about her since it involves her gameplay. But I will go ahead and say, she is idolized from left to right. Everybody loved her, and understandably so. Everybody they just honor the hell out of her to the extent, to say the least. And I will go ahead and say that. She is a big deal in Natlan. Everybody respects her more than greatly than ever. And yes, this is where her gameplay comes in. Now, when it comes to exploration, it becomes quite convenient for her because she can basically ride a motorcycle. Yes, she can summon a motorcycle in which she can ride on that motorcycle, in which she can use that motorcycle to basically maneuver on top of water, hell, even fly in the sky, even climb mountains with that motorcycle. She is insane. And yes, she can basically wipe the floor with people with that motorcycle. Okay, She can basically do donuts on opponents and ramming into opponents to basically get them all fucked up from left to right. She is good as a DPS and a sub DPS because she can also be a good sub DPS and a supporter at the same time, since her E can also do pyro applications, which makes things for like melt or vaporize damage pretty good. So you see, when it comes to the pyro application when she's basically off field, the pyro application basically follows the player and ends up hitting every enemy that is basically nearby the player. And of course, this adds into something around here. Now, people will go ahead and say how Mavuika is going to be a power creep to the other Netland characters. Not really. To be honest with you here, you can have Mavuika in the same team as Mualani and Chaska and Shilonen, to be honest with you at the end of the day. And Chaska can be the backup DPS. However, I'll talk about Chaska in another video, but I will go ahead and say she has the pyro application that basically follows, and her pyro application is far more greater and way better than Dia, to say the least. So, in terms of gameplay, yes, she can ride around that motorcycle and is perfect for speedrunning, and yes, when her hair glows, that's when shit can get basically real. Now, her elemental burst is gonna be a massive nuke. She can be a DPS, she can be a sub-DPS, she can be a really great teammate to have around. Really, to be honest with you here, if you haven't gotten Mavuika yet, please get her in her rerun banner because she's the Pyro Archon, and when it comes to Archon playable characters in Genshin Impact, you know how OP these units can get, and Mavuika is no exception. And I will go ahead and say that she is fun to have in the team. She is good to have in the team. She is fun to play as, and she is fun in terms of exploration. Her gameplay is amazing, and once you get her mechanics down, especially when it comes to the Night Soul mechanics, it becomes really, really rewarding, and you get to see how really capable she really is as a unit. She really does far better than Dia as a playable character. I will go ahead and say that Mavuika is quite the feast for the eyes at the end of the day. Also, Hoyoverse is deciding that they're going to be the supplier of hot redheads, and Mavuika is no exception. I will go ahead and say how sexy and crazy fucking hot Mavuika really is. Really, I really want to fuck her. My goodness, I want to basically cuddle with her consistently. I want skin-on-skin contact with her. She is very fucking sexy at the end of the day. I want to fuck her really bad. Okay, let's get right on going to the Labs Lounge, and they'll show you what's going on.
Mavuika, the current Pyro Archon of Netland, high in empathy and understanding of her people, a mother figure and a big sister figure at best. She also has the need for the thrills. She wears a highly stylish leather suit. The outfit teases the viewer with windows exposing her body for display. Her long red hair can also glow of the sun. Her face is well structured, and she strikes the look of determination and ambition. The Pyro Archon has quite the mommy milkers of the finest. Mavuika has quite the nice midriff. Her back looks quite amazing, and she has great curves. Her thighs are thick. You get quite the thigh dentation with her leg band. Also, she got herself one hell of a juicy ass. Her hips also don't lie. She has quite the stylish high heels. They really fit in with the design of the outfit. Mavuika excels in elegance and sexiness at best. She also has the blend of Ara and One-sama in terms of design. She really is fuckable and radiates of the fiery, hardcore babe.
Overall, Mavuika is a fantastically sexy as hell Archon, high in empathy, determined and ambitious, a mommy and big sis combined into one waifu, thrilling as hell, probably thrilling as hell in bed, fun to play as, a great DPS and a sub-DPS, and the definition of a red-hot babe. I prefer skin-to-skin contact with her consistently. I want to cuddle with her, I want to fuck her, I want to cuddle fuck her, I swear. I so love the ever-living hell out of Mavuika. I will go ahead and say that. Man, Unbelievably, I'll have to say, she is fucking hot. And with that totally said, she's one hell of a hot Archon babe, and a definition of... Oh, right, complications involving lore. Anyway, yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and get as much content out of Hoyoverse waifus as much as I can, especially until there's going to be a straw that breaks the camel's back when Hoyoverse decides to shoot themselves in the foot. But yeah, I can't get enough of those waifus put together by Hoyoverse. They do put together the fine quality waifus from left and right. Anyway, now that I got things out the way and that's all I gotta say, that's all. And I will be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out.